Hello guys, call me crazy, but I've gone and bought another loco. And this is it. It is the Class 57 in Northern Belle livery. It's called Northern Princess. And I've always loved a 57 in this livery. Exactly like this. I've always wanted the one with the proper Northern Belle writing on it as well. Obviously, I do not have Northern Belle coaches. They are a little bit out of my price range. But this isn't a railway that's prototypical, so it doesn't matter about me running this with stuff that isn't Northern Belle coaches. And these also run with BR sort of marine coaches as well, especially the normal West Coast Railways liveried ones, which are just these but without the sort of cream strip on it. But anyway, we're going to have a quick review of this today. Unfortunately, it didn't come in a proper box. It came in one of Hatton's, to be fair, fairly decent replacement boxes, so there's not really anything to look at. We've just got the loco itself. It's still technically an unboxing. I'll still title it as that, but anyway, we will have a dead quick look through this locomotive. It is stunning in every single way. It's absolutely beautiful, and just look at the detail. It's phenomenal, because I'm used to the old Hornby 47, and this is very similar to 47, but this is a Bachmann Class 57, like the bee's knees. It's stunning, as you can tell just from looking at it. But we're going to go a bit more in depth with the detail and basically see what it's like, give it a bit of a run, and yeah, let's get to it. So this 57 was for sale in Hatton's new pre-owned sale that they've got for the winter, the Christmas sale, the pre-owned one. 25% off, I believe, or something. So it was only 105 quid. Now, obviously, it's pre-owned, but it's mint and it's beautiful. And there's not one thing wrong with it, and it runs perfectly. It's unbelievable. So basically, I went to pick up what is my Christmas present this year, which is a locomotive. I'm not going to reveal anything yet. I will say it is a diesel. It's got a wacky livery, and I've been talking about getting one for quite a while. And I went to pick that up. So I saw this for sale before I went and decided that I'd have a look at it and see what it was like. And basically, I couldn't resist because I've always wanted one. Like, always wanted. It was one of my dream diesels to get. Is one of these. The Network Southeast Class 47, which isn't the Christmas present, but I will be buying that very soon. And the other diesels, like the 66 and stuff. And I've always wanted to build a collection of diesels up, and I'm going to do that throughout next year as well. So this was for sale, and I'm glad I picked it up because it's flipping stunning. We'll run through the details in a minute, but to be honest, look how much there is at the front, just let alone the whole loco. So obviously at the front you can see we have separately fitted wipers, we have these little prong things, probably aerials or something, or lamp irons or something, I don't know what it is in a diesel. You have the glazing is beautiful, you've got some lining on the glazing itself, you've got another handrail here, white, then you've got all the warning markers, because obviously this is a modern loco, it runs on electrified lines, and then you have this thing, which a lot of people don't know what this is, but this is basically, this in reality folds down so it can connect to sort of like locomotives with those sort of grabby couplers at the front, you know, like Class 150s and stuff, they have them on the front, so it can connect to those sorts of locomotives. But I think it gives it like a weird sort of look, and I quite like it on these, to be honest. It separates it out from the 47. It's one way you know it's a 57 rather than a 47, as if it has this sort of look on the front. This is a 57-3 as well, so it's a 57305. Then you've got all these sort of pipework along the front of the buffer beam, absolutely tons of it. You have a sort of proper coupling as well on the front. You've got metal sprung buffers, and they're painted silver, so they look so good, they stand out. You've got the crest on the side, which looks absolutely fantastic. Loads more glazing, all done really well. The cab is detailed, it's very difficult to get in, but you can see there is gauges picked out and a bit of colour in there. And there's, oh my god, there's a driver. I didn't actually know there was a driver in it. I didn't know that. Oh my god. I've just discovered that. Oh my god, that's so cool. Then you got separately fitted handrails. The door handle painted in silver there. You've got some more silver detailing here, especially like where the steps are to get onto into the loco door. More warning markers there for the electrified line. All these little yellow things here across the bottom, they're all builder's plates and sort of like warning markers and stuff that tells you water details, etc. They're probably legible, but not to the naked eye and not to my phone camera either. You've got the nameplate Northern Princess printed beautifully on the side. The lining is stunning, so you have all the yellow lining on the sort of purpley red colour, and then the cream all the way across. You've got some gold lining around that. Then it says Northern Belle beautifully printed on the side. You've got all this white pipework here, and the sort of underframe detail is phenomenal. Look at all of that, all the warning stickers. The axle boxes are picked out in yellow. They look fantastic. You've got the springs on the bogies, painted into the red. You've got all the white and orange lining as well. Not lining, sort of pipework. Looks superb. Lots more detail underneath. Pipes, it's unbelievable. All of this, it's like front pretty much. They have direct rail services, DRS logo and name printed on the side. 57305 there. More white handrails, which stand out perfectly. They look fantastic. No driver in this side because obviously this is the side with the coupling. So this is the side that's pulling the coaches. You have the vents, which are beautifully moulded. In fact, I would say that they're in a way etched so that they actually go through, so that you can focus, you stupid camera. There we go. So that you can sort of actually see through them. I think you can. These ones at the front, you definitely can. These are definitely etched. Look at this. Look at those. Oh my god. And they're lovely. They're so shiny. You can see my hand in it. Look. Woo. Oh my god, that's incredible. And then you've got the fans at the top. They don't spin, but they look like separately fitted, so you could potentially make them spin if you DCC chip this and stuff and get a motor for it. You have the sort of roof is picked out in the grey there, and then you've got the exhaust, which actually like nicely deep as well, so they're dead realistic. Loads of riveting. There's just too much detail to sort of highlight. It's an unbelievably detailed locomotive, one of the most I've ever seen possibly. And then you do have the lights on either end. They are functioning. There is cab lights as well, which we'll see in a bit. This sort of buffer beam is pretty much the same as the front. You've got the swing buffers, but you don't have the sort of realistic coupling because obviously it will get in the way of the Bachmann coupling, the proper one, so for the coaches. So yeah, you got some orange detailing everywhere. I don't know what all of this is really because I'm not an expert on diesels by any means. I'm not an expert on steam locos either, but diesels less so. But I do like them, and this is just absolutely stunning. The detail is phenomenal. There's too much of it to go through in a quick review like this. So, yeah, we'll get it onto the track and we'll see what it's like. So, there is Northern Princess then on the track, and this camera's playing up again. We will just see what slow speed is like and just initial performance run. So, does look cool. You've also got those little white markers on the wheels as well. They're quite cool, aren't they? I'm doing the wrong one. See, the lights have turned on. And you got your rears, and then when you switch this way, you also have the lights this way as well. Directional lights. Just a test of initial slow speed. So this does have a flywheel and a big chunky motor. So and all-wheel drive. So. Clogging a little bit, but it's not too bad. I've seen worse. It's possibly the size of the flywheel that's causing the difficulty in slow speed, but it's also higher geared because obviously it's a more passenger locomotive than 66 or whatever. But look how smooth it is at that speed. It can do proper diesel speeds. That's perfectly fine, I'd say. It's not the ludicrously slow speed that you can get on some locos, but then again, it runs super smooth at higher speeds, and this is obviously a pretty quick passenger-prone diesel, so it doesn't really matter. So I will get some coaches for this. I'll just stick the Pullmans behind it just because I think it'll look cool. And basically we will see what this is like. So with coaches attached. So yeah, let's get to it. So there it is with the Pullmans attached. It looks pretty decent, to be fair. I do quite like that. I've wanted a diesel that can pull passenger stuff for quite a while because obviously the 66 is a freight loco. So yes, let's get to it. No, that's the wrong way, diesel. There we go. Running beautifully. And the lights are working beautifully as well. There is cap lights, you can't see them. You can probably just about see them. But when the lights are off at night, it's really noticeable, like it's properly bright. So it's just slightly difficult to see them during the day. I'll see them a little bit as it went past then. It's so smooth and quiet, and it's just so smooth and fast and nice and reliable. It's like a steam loco where it falls off every 5 minutes. And the thing is with this is that you can stick it at the end of quite a long train with a steam loco at the front, can't you? And make a sort of rail tour, which is lovely. Look how good it looks from this distance. And to be fair, it matches those coaches quite well. Obviously they're not Northern Belle coaches, but the next best thing, they're Pullmans, so they're beautiful. It's really quiet. It's such a good running loco. The winter scene is going on this layout soon. It's still a bit wintry from last year actually, but that'll be probably the next video after this actually. There's the crab from the last review. It's a gorgeous loco that. Focus. Yeah. Lots of coaches. It's quite a busy layout at the minute. I'm going to have to move all this anyway when we do the winter scene. It'll be a faff. Bit of a faff. But never mind. And stop. There we go. What a great locomotive. In fact, probably one of my favourites actually. I love it a lot. But yeah, what a gorgeous thing. So yeah, another locomotive. Was still nowhere near as many this year as last year. I will say that. We've hardly got any this year. Even though, like, I bought 2 in about a week and a half. But of our priorities, especially with the MX-5. So, but now that I can afford to, I'm going to start getting some more locomotives going forward from now basically, and next year, but not one a week, if that makes sense, because I'll be skinned. But what a great locomotive to add to the collection, and especially the diesel fleet, which isn't very big. If you discount the 243s and the 47 and the Railroad 08, I have a Class 66, a Class 60, a Class 57, a Class 03, and a Ruston. That's not that big when it comes to the super sort of nice premium diesels I've got. The 60 is a Lima loco, but I still count it as part of my premium diesel fleet, just because it looks fantastic, even by today's standards. And it's still a great loco. And obviously I'll get a Super Detail 60 soon. But that's quite a special loco to me, because it was one of my first proper big diesels. So, yeah. And this is now part of that fleet. I'm hoping to get, there'll be one more diesel join the collection before the end of the year. I will not reveal what that is until when the time comes. And there should be one in around New Year, which I'm hoping is going to be the 47. In Network Southeast livery, which that's just so beautiful. Can't wait for that. But anyway, until then, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon for some more videos, specifically the winter scene, going on the layout, and a couple of other, maybe a live stream. I think a live stream on Sunday. This is currently Tuesday out of filming, and then yeah, bits of other things as well. So make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on, as this channel will be a lot more active going forward than it has been. And until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon for some more videos. Goodbye.